Well, after last week's very busy time in Tucson, Arizona, we have headed north. We are continuing to make our way slowly back home to Oregon, but Julie found this great little place for us to convalesce a little bit from our marathon last week and also to get a little more running done.
It is so beautiful here. Come check out this run we did earlier today. We are in Cave Creek, Arizona. I'm really excited about this. I got some new kicks. There's new trails over there. Let's go exploring. It's 90 degrees and we're trying to do a 10K. Arizona, you keep it hot out here. Thank goodness for lots of water and sunscreen and for good signage. Woo! We're back at the van. We ran a lollipop loop. It wasn't quite a 10K, just over 5.37 on my watch. It was hot, so I'm okay with that. Job well done. It was everything I hoped for and more.
Oh, I'm glad. Tomorrow we're going to go back out and get a few more miles. Very excited about that. Also very excited to try our first Arizona bourbon. We have had plenty of American single malts and things like that while we've been here. This is Sacred Stave. It's a small batch Arizona bourbon whiskey from SanTan Spirits, 90 proof, and we bought it for $27.99. How about that?
Good deal.
Good deal. We're not really sure what to expect here. We've had a few pours of this, but every time we've gotten into it, this tastes a little bit different. So tonight we are going to give it a little nosing and tasting, and when I say little, I'm not talking about the pour. Julie
I outdid myself this time. All right, let's check out the notes.
I'm ready.
A little musty.
Yes, a little bit of the wine presence here, and this is finished whiskey. They start these in new charred white oak barrels, and then before long they put them in wine barrels, and I think that's probably a good idea. You just can't let bourbon sit too long in this heat. And by finishing it in a wine cask, I feel like it gives it a little something extra that it probably needs, would be my guess. There's an herbal note here, but there is an underlying sweetness. There's a little bit of a cherry that somehow presents as an apricot every now and again. I say we go in for a little sip.
Cheers. It's different, is what I want to say.
Yeah, the finishing is interesting here. It does have a balance of sweet and spice. It does have fruit, wood, oak, char, maybe a little vanilla there, but it is very unusual. It finishes like a pixie stick finish. It's a dry, sugary finish as well.
Yeah, it's sticky. Like I can feel it on the back of my throat. It's just a little bit dry, a little bit sticky back there. So there is a good oak presence. There's some vanilla in here. It is musty. It's a musty bourbon.
Yeah, it reminds me of a barrel room at a vineyard, strangely.
Yeah, it's almost a little dirty. Like,
yeah, it's earthy, it's earthy, it's herbal. That's absolutely, I think that's accurate.
Earthy and herbal is the perfect way to say.
It really doesn't taste anything like a Kentucky bourbon. I think this is quintessentially a flavor of the Southwest. I don't know if I'm crazy about it, though.
Right, I do agree with you. I am getting a little bit of, maybe a little molasses in there, a hint of that root beer barrels. It is very earthy, and you can tell this is a finished whiskey.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I think the bottom line for me on this one is we wanted to try an Arizona bourbon. We tried an Arizona bourbon. We didn't expect to love an Arizona bourbon, and we didn't love this. I think that I do like this. I've tried this alongside a beer a couple of times. Very suitable, and for $27.99,
can't beat it.
Yeah, I really can't complain about that. And if you want to drink local and you're an Arizonan, I think that this is a very fair thing to keep on your shelf.
For me, I don't really need to drink another one of them.
No, I'm pretty happy with this being something that I'll drink alongside a beer or even make an old-fashioned with, because I bet with that sturdy backbone of flavor, even if it's kind of weird flavors, I bet it'll make a solid cocktail that would be worthwhile.
I agree. The spiciness of it may make it an interesting cocktail. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're going to enjoy one of these beautiful Arizona sunsets, and then tomorrow we're back on the trails. It's day 2 on the trails, and we found a friend. Say hi to Sarah.
Hello.
Today was really fun. We got to meet up with our friend Sarah, who is in Arizona. We've been kind of chasing each other around the state. We were in New Mexico while she was here, so we're so happy that she could join us for this trail run today. We were hoping for about 9 or 10. I think we got about 12. We went on a bit of a wild goose chase, but we saw the entire area back here, and it was so beautiful. We brought extra water, extra food, so we're totally great. But we're exhausted, and it's time to relax, watch the sunset, and eat some tacos.
Surprise, surprise.
Next week, the Bourbon Van is hitting a brand new state. We're going to Nevada.